a lot of times organizations get confused and candidates get confused with the term culture fit and thinking it's an assessment of how well the candidate just fits in with the other people around them at the organization. But that's really not what we're talking about when we're talking about fit. And you mentioned the word alignment multiple times. It's more like cultural alignment, environment alignment, values, mission alignment that needs to be achieved. So you just mentioned with one of your clients, you guys have specific questions that you ask to evaluate and assess for culture fit. Do you mind sharing what some of those are, or just thematically what you're looking for?
Sure. So some of the questions that we ask, and they're very targeted questions, is what kind of environment brings out your best performance? Can you describe a company culture where you've worked in the past where you've thrived and also ones where you didn't thrive? How do you prefer to receive feedback? Tell me about a time you had to adapt to a company's values or way of working. What does a healthy team culture look like to you? How do you celebrate wins? How do you celebrate accomplishments? What are you passionate about outside of work? I like this question because it gives you a window into the person's personality, which I think can really affect team chemistry. And I like the question, what's something unique that you can bring to our culture? And this encourages reflections on past contributions, really just beyond their technical skills. The other thing too is that I always believe that, and I'm sure you'll agree with this as a business owner, is interviewing is always a two-way street. And I always say this to my clients who are in the job search, that they should be interviewing the company as much as the company should be interviewing them. And I think some good questions to ask the company regarding culture is, how do you describe the company culture? What behaviors are rewarded here? What's not tolerated here? How does leadership support work-life balance?